Time for a crypto market update, April 13th, 2026. If you're a crypto investor or a soon-to-be crypto investor, make sure you bookmark this and watch this video again. I'm going to be throwing a lot of data at you. This is constructive information. Hopefully you find it down to earth. And if you so choose, give me a like and a follow as we go and put a number 5 in the comments. Just so I know you're there and you're a real person. There's a lot of bots on this platform. At the time of this recording, Bitcoin and the relative markets are up. A lot of it hinging on the narrative of the Iranian Strait of Hormuz and the peace talks that are still ongoing. And apparently, they're studying the abandoning of uranium enrichment as the U.S. condition for ending the war continues to be persistent. Now, the oil chart, as many doomers are going to be telling you, oil's going to 200, 300, 400. I simply don't believe that. As a matter of fact, I think the oil chart is in what we call Wyckoff distribution and will be soon crashing. And it's a great point to be made. If you're an investor and you're waiting on confirmation, you'll most of the time be simply one of the lemmings in the pack if you're waiting on confirmation. Markets are a forward discounting mechanism. So even though they're saying there's going to be nuclear war, even though they say that oil's going to $500 a barrel, even though they're saying this is a 20-year war, what most are not going to be able to catch is the price action that the market is actually pricing in an oil crash, an end to the war, and a swift resolution. JP Morgan is even saying buy the dip. The V-shaped recovery in the NASDAQ and S&P 500 is likely. Senator Bill Hagerty confirms that the Clarity Act is scheduled to be presented to the Senate Banking Committee this week. And no big deal, strategy is still buying the Bitcoin dip in accumulation zone, another 13,927 Bitcoin for $1 billion using their stretch and MicroStrategy stock and money market instruments. It's a really impressive engine and flywheel that they've built. Now, there's a really important correlation, potentially a causation, that you need to look at in this chart from the Federal Reserve. The red line represents buying power in U.S. households. The blue line represents the M2 money supply globally. The M2 money supply, of course, is generated from central banks printing more fiat currency. The things you use to buy eggs, milk, gasoline, mortgages, etc. If you'll notice, there is a distinct opposition with buying power and the level or the amount of money in the system. Let this be the clarion call that you need to hear. If you're not investing in hard money assets that cannot inflate away like the US dollar, then you're simply in a golden hamster wheel at best. It's imperative that retail investors or would-be retail investors learn how to put their money to work even while they're asleep, to outpace the inflationary regime of central banks. Otherwise, you're going to work until you die. If your money's not making money for you while you sleep, then something in this day and age is wrong, because AI agents are taking over and they are going to be trading for and against us. And it doesn't just mean they're going to put day traders out of business. No, this is the new order. Agents, agentic, autonomous brains are going to utilize cryptocurrency, hard money assets, cryptographic, secured, permissionless networks as their money system. They're going to create what many would call a universal basic income, except it's not going to be basic at all. I think it's actually going to accelerate the gap between the haves and the have-nots. And the wonderful part about that gap is that you can choose which side you want to be on. You can either be stubborn and stoic and act like this isn't happening, or you can simply gather the information that is required to make that leap and be on the other side of anticipation. Just like the market anticipates resolution, we have to anticipate these new solutions and be a part of it. Because in DeFi, we're going to be earning these unbelievable APYs one way or the other. You just have to choose if you want to be one of those people who are earning passive income or simply working harder out in the real world. If you're a Matrix fan, it's red pill, blue pill time. If you want to take the red pill and wake up in reality, go to cryptoyall.com and watch my 12-minute overview video. It's all about the crypto flywheel method that you can use to create cash flow, appreciation, and leverage in your portfolio for greater efficiency in a bear market, in a bull market, doesn't matter. And then if you want and need help, you can follow the instructions and schedule a one-on-one video call with me. Again, if you found this video helpful, give me a number 5 in the comments, bookmark it, share it with a friend, and like and follow for more.